So today I'm going to be creating arts. And for this demonstration, I will use Donald Trump, our president. And I will choose this one. Using Photoshop. And then I will use interlocking patterns. Um, color. So, see, there's really nothing out there right now unless I go and search for it. But I want to create some to do with any image. And I did one already. I could show you guys. Actually, there's a post on here somewhere. See all the albums and no, I thought new art with photography idea. So I have this here, and what I'm looking for is something like this pattern. And what I'm going to do, I could drag this out so I can attempt to do it. And this is one that I already did. What I did is I grabbed, I printed 2 of these, and then I printed out the flag. See, so you guys can see the flag, and I have it in one of my folders. If you hold it up to the light, you can actually see the flag more visibly. This is more side shot of it to reveal the shadows, so that's why it stands out. And see, this is when I was cutting it. That's the flag. And I think I printed 2 of the flag ones. Yeah, and I held one of them. I held the image and the flag together, I believe, and I cut it out. See, like this, I stapled it. Then I cut each star out with the X-Acto knife. Then I started gluing it together. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create something with this. So I'm going to drag this into Photoshop, and hopefully get what I want. And I'm going to have to do this manually. I guess how do I do this? So I'm going to use this pattern, and I don't know who came up with this pattern, but this is the pattern that I will go with. And this is the pattern I'll be using in this picture of Donald Trump. And yeah, I don't know, this image is not clear. It's not very HD. Or maybe I should do wallpaper. That is definitely going to be more high res. And what I want to be doing, well, I have to find the image first. Ooh, this one looks sick. I like this one. So I'm gonna try to use this one. Dang it. So it's not allowing me to copy it. So what I do to steal images is I go to notes on my iMac, and then I can go in here, drag it in here, and somehow it overrides that code. Then I can grab the image, and then I'm able to steal it borrow it, and then throw it in there. Okay, with that, and we'll cancel with this. I don't need this image anymore. Don't save. And then I'm gonna take this pattern thing that I was talking about. So here I have the pattern thing that I was let's try. Okay, image. I need to rotate it horizontally. And I'm gonna grab this, place it in here, and I'm gonna delete that one. So now I have one that is duplicated, but in both directions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be enlarging this like this. And I will keep it like that. And for simplicity purposes, I'm going to be making this very, very simple and not so then I'm going to grab all these layers and I want to center it if I can. No, not like that. I wanted to center it with the Donald Trump image, but I can't. Like this. So now that I have this, what I will be doing is okay, so this Donald Trump image, I'm going to be duplicating it. And I want to see, this is difficult. Okay, so this is good. Oh, and I messed up because file, new, and it has to be a letter. And I'm going to do it horizontally, not vertically. So this is actually a paper. So I messed up with all this stuff. So now I have to drag all this stuff in here. And I need to line it up to the border of the image. Then I need to enlarge all this to fit the actual paper. So I'm gonna have to like cut it. No, wait, that it doesn't go there. It goes more. Right there. Then the the other one will go right here. Now, if I save this, I'm going to save this in the desktop just very quickly. And then I'm going to be saving it as a PDF, Photoshop PDF, save. Okay, that. Save PDF, whatever, yes. And then I'm going to be going back out here. And I want to minimize this. So the PDF came over here, this other window, other side. I will print it. I want to print that file. So I'm doing that now. This is going to be just one piece of paper. It's not going to be that big. This is a small scale. And I'm going to go ahead and print that. So now what I'll have is what's visible is what's visible is what I will keep as far as the imagery goes. And so now I would have to go back to Photoshop and what is now not visible, I need to make visible, and I need to interlock it with the pattern. Because I want to interlock it together. Maybe this wasn't the best pattern. Maybe I should have used more of a circle. But this might work, so I'm going to keep it. And then I'm going in here. I'm going to do color overlay. And the color overlay, I'm going to make it white, solid white, like this. And then temporarily, I'm going to do a stroke, an outline of, say, 3 pixels, and okay that. And that's what I'll basically be doing for the rest of these. Now, for it to really interlock, I don't know. This is it's a little bit complicated than I thought. But yeah, because if I print this out and I cut this, Unless, no, it has to interlock. Shoot, this is hard. Ooh-wee. This is more complicated than I expected it to be. See, that's why people probably don't do this. But simple, if it's done correctly, it could actually be an app. And any image can be dragged into it, and any pattern that's available in the options can be selected, and it could be mocked up automatically, and just simple drag an image, select your pattern, print it out, and then cut it, and then put it together. That's how simple it would be if it was an app. But for preliminary stages of this idea, I guess the patterns would have to be selected and really thought like thoroughly to do what's intended. And I'll be back. So I grab my scissors. And like I said, this is art. So it's going to take some time to actually do something. Okay, so see here. See, now you would have to cut out. What I'm doing is I'm cutting out. See, and I can show you guys with the little thing here. I'm tracing. Wait. What I'm doing is I'm cutting out all this. So you would have to get your scissors and cut out all this as best as possible, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. See, so it's gonna take some time. So it's art. You have to do that to each one. So once you do this side as well, this. Now this is going to be cut out and thrown away. So what I want to do is invert it so I could have this way and the actual image back here visible like that. So I could put it together. So I guess for me to do that, in order for me to do that, I have to first cut it out. See, and it's just patterns. And this can be done with any pattern. And once the pattern is like figured out, then it can virtually be used on any image. And this can be done like with like posters. If you would have to print out a few of them, and the idea behind this is just art, you know, just doing something creative, and it's not something that can be done with the machine right now that I know of, because the machine would have to cut the paper the way that you have your pattern for you to interlock together. Yeah, and this is a pretty complicated pattern. Well, it's simple, but once it's duplicated by hundreds of times and then cutting it, it's a whole different story in itself. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this is the best pattern to go with this. See, so here I'm going to show you guys this section of the printed out thing that I have, and then this is what I got left with. So what I want to do is connect them like this. Shoot. See, like, I guess once they're connected, they could actually be glued, like on the back, to prevent them from falling out. See how it's interlocked with one paper to the other. That is the end result that I kind of want. Oh my god, this is... No, I guess no one said it will be easy, but that's why it's considered art. See, so there I have it. It's interlocked. See, and the other side it has a printed side of it. See, but once it's done, you have the full image, but then it will be different because it has these interlocking like channels. And as you can see, for this to actually work, the pattern for the next side would have to be brought down or brought up to be level. But this is the idea that I had right here. And I guess if someone came up with multiple ways to multiple patterns, like I said, it could be used for any photograph on the web, printed. It could be used for art classes, gifts, postcards, just about anything that you want to put together. And it doesn't have to be, a square outline of the paper. It could be like if you cut out a rose and then you could put that together. So it just shows that, that someone put time and effort into this. If it's done all the way. And so I'm going to remove this pink. I'm going to duplicate this. The color overlay, I'm going to change to a different color, just temporarily. And so right now I have this side, right? So what I want to do is create maybe I have to do the opacity very low so I can see what's going on. And maybe that will line up there. Just like that. So no, it can't be that way. Shoot. Oh, it has to be that way. See this drop. So I'm assuming now that this is the way to do it. Yeah, and it is because, as you can see here, what's going to happen is this is going to go like this. And I'll basically put it together. like that. So that will complete the pattern for that. Now, the trick, see, and I'm probably going to lose my progress. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I don't think I will. Because what I'm going to do is put this over here. Fill it out. Just right there for now. And this is no longer needed. So therefore, this here can be turned back to the solid state and then converted back to white. So that will give me let's see, I should have kept a copy of that though. So I will duplicate that and repeat the process to save that. So this here, I will save it as section 2 of the puzzle and whatever, yes. And I don't know if I saving PDF. I saved it as a PDF when I tried to save it as a Photoshop. So there it is there. And so now this will have to line up with the outside of this. This will no longer be needed. This will come over here. This will then be transitioned over here. This will not be needed. This will come over here. And then so on. So yes, it can be complicated because it's a puzzle. Okay, so that completed that. Now, these here, if I can, they need to be full colored, and I can't change the color overlay to all of them at once, can I? No, I can't. See, it's like a bug. Just gotta deal with it. So I have to go in here manually and do that to each one. And hopefully this is how I really want to print it out. And if it's not, then I'm gonna have to go in and change all that. And then obviously I already have this section printed out, so I don't need that either. And so this one here, I'll do the same thing with the color overlay, white, and then the stroke again with white. I will duplicate this, change the color to red, and then the opacity will be like set at 20, so it can be somewhat visible. And then So here is I think I'm doing this right. I hope I am. If I'm not, I'm gonna have to do this all over again. But it could be, I think I am doing it right. So this is no longer needed here. And this will go here. That means this is no longer needed. This will go here, which means that is no longer needed. And this one will go finally here, and this one will be deleted. And so yeah, so this is going to be the other printout for this puzzle to be completed. And this needs to be color overlay. I wish I just had the outline. Like this, but it's it's a little bit tricky here, but so in order for this to work, this needs to be visible. Yeah, it's just a little bit complicated. Okay, so what I'm gonna attempt to do, and this is the pattern got distorted somehow, but I'm gonna do select inverse, then oh, what I can do is erase it. So there, I erased it, but it still has deselect, and it still has the outline. And I don't know, I think I'm doing this wrong. Oh my god, this is more complicated than I thought. Big time. Because on my other Photoshop, the first one, I have it where it's cut out right here, as you can see here. This star right here is right here. And in the second section, if I were to cut this out here, it's actually coming in more. So I think I messed up. It should be, I messed up. It should be more in. Um, See, what I want to do is connect them like this. That's how I really want to do it. So right now, I have it all backwards, honestly. So I want to select this. See, and that's why it would be cool there's an app for this, because someone wouldn't have to go in here and do this manually. It would be done just by selecting an image, and then the pattern will be there, and then it'll give you multiple images to print out, and then once you cut them out, you just put them together. That's simple. But see, and this is perfect. Maybe I should just use this, honestly. So I think I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, see, this is weird because that means this would have to come out all the way out here, and this section would have to come in all the way in here to really interlock them together. And right now, that's not happening. I think maybe the pattern I chose was not right. So judging by this, so basically what I'm seeing is that this pattern just needs to come down and the opacity drop. So it could fall in place, and So it needs to line up like that. And then it does need to go in. So I'm gonna test this, and I'm not gonna save it. Well, I'll save it. I'll save it for now. But I'm gonna put this over here. See, but then it goes back to me having to I think this was right. Yeah, it was right. It was right. So select inverse. I think the stroke is on there. But this stroke, rectangle. So this is a rectangle. Now I'm having problems locating this thing. Okay, so I'm gonna temporarily hide this. Hide this. Like this one. So somehow I integrated it with the triangle, and that's the code data by itself. See, it's doing some weird shit. So what I'm gonna have to do is duplicate another one and then put it there, and therefore delete this. So it got weird. People that know Photoshop understand what I'm doing. Now it's zooming in by itself. It's like someone's trying to fuck with me. Oh shit. Now, see, now I have cuss words in my video. Now it's not like professionally educational. select inverse, grab the eraser. Alright, so that looks better. And then this one, now I can't even select this. I think it's this one. No. Oh, it's this one. So I'm gonna grab this one, and the stroke, instead of it being like super black, I'm gonna do like a gray color, and okay for now. And I'm going to do a test. So for now, I'm going to basically like blank this out, and all I want is this to see if it'll fit interlock with yeah, replace it. Okay, and then Photoshop PDF, replace. Okay, so the Photoshop 2. What's this one? Okay, save it. I don't know why it's telling me to save it again. Okay, so here it is. And basically I'll be printing this out. And now it has a margin. Oh, because I'm actually printing it from Photoshop, and I don't want to do that. I want to print it out from the PDF. And for some reason, it's not saving it as a Photoshop PDF. Replace. Oh, I think because it's open, so it's not allowing me to overwrite it. So I close that, save, replace. Cannot save as Donald Trump 2 PDF because the document is already open. Oh. So let me quit Acrobat, so that way it won't complain. Okay, here it is. So I'm gonna print this. And we'll see if it works. If it will actually interlock or not. And that's why I said it's art, people. Because yeah, you can just print it out from the internet, like to look like how it is on the internet. But I don't want to do that. I'm trying to do something creative. So it's that simple. And like people that are in school, what are they called again? People like in universities and stuff like that, they can easily come up with a bunch of patterns, and the patterns can be sold if they wanted to make money. Like each print could be sold if they wanted to make money, because you know everyone always says nothing is free. blah blah blah, whatever. Right. So now it would just be a matter of me. Sorry, I'm not showing you guys what I'm doing here. So it would just be a matter of me cutting this out to place with that one. So I'm cutting the second portion of this. And yes, technically the second portion, it should already be like all of them should be, I mean, this all should have been printed out at one shot and then me just cutting it and putting it together. But I'm just learning how to do this and I'm trying to test it if it will actually work or not. So that's why I only did a second little piece of this. And it would help if the outline was a little bit like richer or if it was white. Because right now I have some of the image that I want, but then the pattern is not that visible. And then if you have it all black and then you don't cut that black line out, and when you go and you try to put your image together, what will happen is that you'll see that black line and the finished product, and you don't want that. What you want is just the full image only, and not not anything else, not the lines or whatever, the pattern. No, not the pattern, but like the outline of the pattern. So, see? So now if I put it together, I'm hoping that it will. See? Now when I put it together, it's connected. See that? So it's completely connected, and you can't really even see the pattern, but it's just the principle and the idea behind it, and that's what makes this art. That's what makes this, and it classifies it as art. So, and behind it, you can see the actual pattern and the interlocking of your image that you printed out. So when it's all said and done, you have your image like this, but it will have the little things here. And I guess if you grab like a flashlight and you went and you did something like this, you'll be able to see the pattern behind it. See that? See that pattern? And you could even see the light kind of coming in through the little holes that sometimes And then obviously, like if you were to open it more, you'll be able to see more or whatever. But yeah, once it's all done, this can be done at any scale, and this can actually be framed up, and it could be like a masterpiece done by anyone for anyone as a special gift, like graduations, marriages. Someone recently got married. This will be a good like like a sign or significance of them being bond together forever as a couple, as a marriage couple. Those that believe in marriage and stuff like that, because not everyone does. And yeah, this right here will basically will be displayed anywhere you put it, and then you could frame it up or whatever. See, but like it's kind of hard to see. So you can kind of see where there's like where there's holes. See, I guess I could just show you guys by see that light coming through. See, and that's because I didn't cut it correctly all the way through. And I guess I could have showed you guys here where it's not that much distraction going on with the image and stuff. See, so cutting it and getting the pattern together accurately will give you an end result that is professional looking, and yeah, you could do this. You could sell it. Someone can come up with an app or something, and if someone buys something that they like, you could pay anyone, just about anyone, to do the cutting and put it together, and then ship it to the people. And like if you go to if you were to go to an art museum, this type of stuff could potentially be there at one point, depending on who does it. So like I said, anyone could do this. So you could take any celebrity or whatever, and if they handcraft something, then the value of that will obviously go up because they personally did it and stuff like that. Like they say, stuff is worth more when the person is no longer with us or whatever. At least that's what I heard. And I messed up here, and even though because it was a test anyway, but see, I made the pattern. The pattern goes out into the white. So if I were to cut this and then put the other side together, you would see the white, unless I took this white in the back of it, or maybe it won't. Maybe it will be hidden. Yeah, it will be hidden. Cool. See, so I'm just learning how to do this. But see, you guys get the idea. So basically, when it's said and done, it will have everything covered. So that's why I did the white thing here because it has to be two papers. One with the pattern to cut, and then this is trash. The pattern, cut, and then this is trash, and then this is what you want to keep. And then when the other one, what is white will then be the image, and what's the image will then be white. So here I basically put the white, this white thing all the way across. That's why it was blocked. But I did Command Z, put it back, Photoshop, and so you guys obviously seen that it works, that it worked. So my next, yeah, this is what I want to keep next, and this. I already have this. So I think I didn't move anything around. Yeah, I don't think I did. So what I need to do now for some reason it's giving me a hard time to grab these. And I think because the outline is so small. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is delete that. So I don't need that. No, I do need that. I do need that. Okay, I'm deleting this one. Okay, this one, stroke, I'm gonna go with a thicker one, or more thicker one. So hopefully it allows me to grab it, and it's not allowing me to grab it. I wanna drag it, and I don't think it's allowing me to because I don't have any color in it. So I'm gonna just do that real quick to be able to drag it. See, now it's allowing me, which is stupid. Stupid bug. Okay. Now is that just a matter of detecting these. No, that's a good one. See, and that's why an app would be good, because someone wouldn't have to be going through all this trouble. Or like a website or something. Okay, so this one I don't need. And so these are rectangles. delete this one. I can't delete that yet. For some reason. Okay. So there it is, and I basically was able to finally put this where I wanted it. Shoot. Okay, that's done. Now I need to do the same thing, but for this one. This one here. And oh, so I guess I can do that, and right there, delete that one. Right there, delete that one. Delete that one. Now, okay, so now I have but see, it has this ugly outline. I don't like it. See, so it's gonna show it, and I don't like how it's gonna show it. You know, on the image, it's gonna show this line on the flag, and it's not gonna look professional. But I guess for demonstration purposes, it can be done. So it looks like it's grabbing both these layers. You can see a line there and a line there. So it's actually affecting this other layer. And I don't know why, but it's like I have a bug on my computer or something. So I'm gonna try to grab this. Do that. And then, I have to go look for this pattern. I mean this layer. And there it is. And then what I'm gonna do is put that one right there in place of that one. Yeah, basically delete this one. And then the same thing with this one. delete this one. See all this stuff I had to go through just to do this one image. See, but once you have the pattern down, it can easily be. It could be as simple as going to the internet and then grabbing another image, an image that you want, and then throwing that behind all this stuff, and then so basically this will go on top of this one. See? So then you could do this to any image now, but right now I'm just doing this one. Something weird is happening. My code or something. Anyway, so for now this is good, and this is what I'm going to be printing out, and then I have Illustrator, the quick Illustrator, go back to Photoshop, and then try to save this as a Photoshop PDF, or Photoshop first, replace, and then it's saved, and then Photoshop PDF, replace, and okay, save, whatever, yes. So it's this one, and it looks right, looks perfect. Print that. Yeah, print it. So now, when I'm done with all this, it should be connected all the way. So I guess I can pause the video right now, just to save a little bit of time, and then when it's all done, I can show it to you guys the finished product. So here I have the layout, and basically, obviously, it's not put together like this one is yet. So it's more spread out. And